Welcome to Mega Talk and still the talk show in boxing. So the war of word continues between Simon Jordan and Eddie Hearn. This has got to be the third encounter. This one wasn't as long as the other ones. I think there's a longer. I think this one, what they showed on talkSPORT, was a preview of a longer running tape. What's going to happen? I don't know when they'll release the rest of the recording, but just before we go into, who do you think has won the first two battles? I still got it down as probably 2-0 to Eddie. Simon did perform better, but it's always the same narrative with these guys. They start off with pleasantries and then take off the gloves, the kid gloves, and then they're just starting throwing punches. But one of the things that Simon Jordan has said in the past is that Eddie Hearn is a snake oil salesman. In other words, he's basically saying that he knows that the product, what he's got, is not really a brilliant product, but he's marketed in this case, this fight, because of the two dads of Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank, two great champions by themselves, and their sons, Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor, have basically been marketed off their dad's names because there was two greats. The name, as people hear the name Ben, and as the people hear the name Eubank, they automatically think of the two greats in their dads, and they've taken every opportunity to milk this one. But the thing is, and Eddie Hearn did say this, that if the product wasn't a good product, they would not be able to sell out once again Tottenham Stadium. The first time was 70,000, this time again 70,000 people. So if the product wasn't good, it wouldn't sell. And I've got to say, I have got to agree with Eddie Hearn on that one. Snake oil salesman. I know a lot of people don't like Eddie Hearn, but one thing I've noticed with him is whatever he says that he's going to deliver, he does deliver it, and you can't wrong him for that one. You've got to give him credit where it's due. But these guys, I don't think they're ever going to be best of friends. They're always going to be trying to throw each other under the bus. I think there is some leeway to see between both of these guys, because I think both of them are good for boxing in that they're very vocal in what they say. Simon Jordan, I think at times tries to be as rude as he can be sometimes to people, rub people up the wrong way, and then as a result of that get a reaction, and the public always comment. Some like him, some don't. He's a love or hate type of person. And Eddie Hearn is just a through and through promoter. If he could sell sand to the Arabs, he would do it. So, or oil to the Arabs, he would do it. So both of these guys are good at what they do. Snake oil salesman, I don't know. The one thing is even though the first fight wasn't a world championship, people tuned in, and as much as I've got to say, I didn't really want to watch it because I was thinking, look at how much views are going on this when it's not even a world title fight. I've got to say the fight was brilliant. The one thing, what I would say with this fight is I don't know if they can produce the same kind of performance of what they did the first time. And if this one is mediocre, maybe Simon Jordan can sell that narrative again, that Eddie Hearn is a snake oil salesman. But for now, we'll have to wait and see. This one here has got the whole world excited. Everybody seems to be ready for this one here. Are you ready for this one? But for now, you've been listening to Mega Talk. Please remember to subscribe. Please leave your comments. And please tell me, do you think that Eddie Hearn is a snake oil salesman, or some people might just say a snake? Which one? Thank you for listening to Mega Talk.